Hello, my name is Dr. Mandala, and today is Dream Talk. Dream Talk is a show that I like to do because a lot of people have been having problems with deciphering their dreams. I'm not a certified dream interpreter. I keep telling people that, but they've been sending me their dreams. I think that everybody can learn how to interpret their own dreams if they really get to know who they are as a person. So, I wanted to share with you guys some information I found out about dream interpretation. Also, sometimes share my own dreams too on the show. But today I wanted to do something different. I do that sometimes. Sometimes I'll just do some research about dreams. And this research that I'm doing, I found it just now online, and that's why I'm sitting in front of the laptop, because I want to read it to you. But it's about dream interpretation in Egypt. I've always been fascinated by ancient Egypt. I've been fascinated by all kinds of places in this world, but Egypt is very fascinating to me. And to find out more about how they interpreted dreams would be even more fascinating. So let's get into it. Let's see what's the name of this website that I found this article on. The name of the article is Egypt, Perchance to Dream, Dreams and Their Meaning in Egypt, in Ancient Egypt. And the name of the website is Tour Egypt. Okay, so I'll try to remember to leave the link. If I don't leave the link, let me know and I'll look it up and edit the description. Let me scroll down here. Okay. So let's see. So I'm going to read this article. I hope you enjoy it. So get comfortable. I hope you have something to drink, some whatever. It's warm today. I need to find my tea. Actually, hold up. I need to go grab my tea. Come with me. Sometimes my shows are like this, where I will forget to bring something in, and then I have to go and retrieve it. But I don't see anybody complaining about it. I'm just still waking up too. Yeah. It's weird. I thought I brought it in here with me. Let's see. Is it in here? Nope, not in there. Is it in here? Yeah, it is. I don't know why I brought it in here. Alright. Okay. Let's go on back in here. Yeah, I've told you guys that I'm not a dream interpreter. And I've told you too that it's better to learn more about yourself so that way you understand why you're having the dreams you're having. Not everybody that dreams of a dog, the meaning isn't going to be the same for everybody. So, all right, here we go. The New Age subject of dream interpretation isn't new at all. Thousands of years ago, ancient Egyptians used the messages in their dreams in order to cure illnesses, make important state decisions, and even to decide where to build a temple or when to wage a battle. Dreams were considered to be divine predictions of the future. They were messages from the gods that could be foretelling of impending disasters, or conversely of good fortune. Therefore, understanding the significance of one's dreams was an important part of the culture. I think I need some of this tea. So, it's honey lemon ginseng and it's delicious. Oh, excuse me. And the Baked Alaskan, if you're watching, I saw your tea video. Anyway, I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Okay. S Dream Books. That's weird. Something called S Dream. S Dream Books. Or maybe it's just Dream Books. Maybe it's a typo. Yeah, I think it's a typo because I have a lowercase s in front of a capital D. Weird. Okay, dream books were kept throughout the ages, and these writings give us a glimpse into the thoughts and concerns of common people of ancient Egypt. Through these writings, we know that some of the most prevalent images in ancient dreams, including breaking stones, having one's teeth fall out, drowning on the Nile, having one's face turned into a leopard, climbing to the top of a mast of a sea, drinking warm beer, and eating white bread. It's a lot. I wouldn't be doing that in one dream. All right. Some dream interpretations were based on punning or verbal connections between similar words, something that fascinated Egyptians. For example, the words for donkey and great were homonyms. Therefore, a dream about eating donkey meat meant good luck. Oof, I don't want to go there. Don't want to be eating any donkey meat in my dream or in real life. This may sound lighthearted, but in fact, dream interpretation had definite and serious religious significance. In their simplest form, dreams were deemed to be either good or bad. Since dream interpretation was not an exact science, some interpreters based the meaning of a person's dream on whether he was a follower of Horus, in which case he was considered an equable person, or whether he was a Set or Seth worshipper, short-tempered. Here are some examples of dreams and their meanings. Okay. So dreaming of a deep well meant prison. A mirror indicated a second wife. A shining moon represented forgiveness. A large cat symbolized a bumper crop. Dream interpretation became so important that sometimes people took... I'm trying to see if it's going to get loud, sorry. Dream interpretation became so important that I'm going to have to close this window. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. So dream interpretation became so important that sometimes people took specific measures to encourage the help of a god through a dream that would resolve a problem or make a decision. This moved the dream state from a private experience at home to the dream temple of the god, and it was referred to as dream incubation. Many gods had dream temples, indicating that no one god was responsible for influencing people's dreams. The temples were open to everyone of every social level, and the only requirements being faith in the god whose temple you selected, and purity, which could mean that a ritual of cleansing, fasting, or abstinence may have taken place in the days prior to entering the temple. In order to understand a dream, Egyptians consulted a specialist who could have been a priest or professional dream interpreter, as indicated by a tablet which reads, "I interpret dreams," having the god's mandate to do so. Certain members of the elite class could also look up dreams in a dream book to help with interpretation. These included the scribes of Deir el-Medina. New kingdom texts from the Deir el-Medina refer to an advisor called the wise woman, who would be consulted in addition to or instead of an oracle. I hope you're enjoying this article so far. It's very fascinating to me. The Library of Scribe, I can't pronounce this correctly, so if I botch this up, forgive me. Kinherk-Hopeshef also contain a dream book papyrus. Also, the Library of Scribe Kinherk-Hopeshef also contain a dream book papyrus. The dream book was written long before Kinherk-Hopeshef's. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make fun of that name, but it's just hard to say for me to say. Even then, the text was considered ancient, but the content remained relevant. The dream book contains approximately 108 ancient dreams, within which it describes about 78 activities and emotions. These include carving, pounding, brewing, weaving, sightseeing, stirring, and plastering, and among others of these activities and emotions, the majority deal with some form of sight or seeing. The second largest category deals with eating and drinking, and the fewest entries relate to receiving and copulating. Even though dream interpretation was important to the culture, the ancient dream texts were not very precise, and similar dreams were sometimes given different interpretations, leaving a lot of room for personal interpretation. Here are a few examples of dreams and their meanings as written in Kinherk-Hopeshef's dream book. And you guys know what I feel about dreams and specific symbols in them. They're unique to the person. And like I just said, if you dream of a dog, it'll mean different, may have a different meaning than if I dream of a dog. because everybody has an association with animals, places, or whatever that are different. So I just don't feel like there could be just one basic book you can look at. Oh, that's what that means, you know? Because not all the time does that really. I don't know. I just don't feel like everybody should rely on a dream book, because all the meanings of your dream are connected with the knowledge that you already have, that's based on the things that you perceive and see every day, day in and day out. That's going to be different than somebody that's having a dream about the same subject matter or whatever. Like, okay, you dreamed of a dog, angry dog. This person dreamed of an angry dog. Maybe this person didn't think that the angry dog dream was that big of a deal. Maybe you did, because you're afraid of dogs. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, if a man sees himself in a dream, dead good omen, meaning long life. Eating crocodile flesh, good omen, meaning he will become a village official. Bringing in, good omen, indicating solution of all ills. With his face in a mirror, bad omen, meaning a new life. Uncovering his own backside, bad omen. He will become an orphan, putting one's face to the ground, bad omen, meaning the dead wants something, making love to his wife in daylight, bad omen. His God will discover his misdeeds. Of the predictions covered in the dream book, over 1/3 deal with the dreamer's gains or losses. Gains such as receiving an inheritance or a new wife. Losses including being robbed or taxed. 1/4 of the dreams listed in the book predict physical events that will happen to the dreamer, including overeating, starving, or cured of an illness. 15% of the dreams predict the dreamer will be in a situation in which the gods make ethical judgments about him, either forgiving his sins or doing out retribution. Another 15% around feelings such as pleasure, anger, deceit, or stopping gossip about the dreamer. And 10% foretell a change in the dreamer's position in his village, from becoming an important official to having his fellow villagers recognize the importance of the dreamer's words. Yes, it's kind of interesting how they try to break it down, because they're trying to help people when they're trying to. I mean, back then, dreams were really valued more. I don't know how much people value their dreams these days. It seems like more people are more concerned because they're having startling dreams, like, you know, angry dogs chasing after them, dreams about owls. It's just, man. Okay, what was I? Kinhurk Hope Chef's papyrus is divided into two categories of good and bad, with the word bad always written in red ink. The belief that the gods were not only judging the people's behavior but also seeing right into their hearts could cause quite a scare for villagers who would awaken after a particularly disturbing dream, but not to fear. The dream book contained a special spell that the dreamer could recite while eating fresh bread and green herbs moistened with beer. The spell. Here's the spell. Come to me, my mother Isis, before I am seeing what is far from my city, would eliminate any evil omens or demons predicted by the dream. Other sources of dream interpretation in ancient Egypt divided dreams into 3 categories: pious, revelatory, and informational. In a pious dream, a god appeared to demand or request the performance of an act of devotion. A dream still near the Giza Sphinx records the type of dream experienced by Tutmosis. According to the record, Tutmosis fell asleep at the base of the Sphinx and dreamed that the god Harmachis told him that if he would clear away the accumulated sand from the Sphinx and reestablish the god's temple, Tutmosis would become pharaoh. He followed these instructions and indeed became pharaoh. The foretelling of future events came through revelatory dreams. These dreams also revealed locations of hidden things as well as new medicines. Many times Egyptians Egyptian physicians instructed their patients to seek cures for their ailments in their dreams, much as name implies. Informational dreams gave general information. Okay. So you want to see the, I'll show you the papyrus or the tablet or whatever you call it. Oops, went too far. I scrolled down too far. Let's see, okay. Let's go up a little bit. It just won't go, it goes too far down or up. This is my computer in this touch friggin' pad. Sorry. I don't like these touch pads because I can't even show you a clear view of this, what I'm trying to show you. Forget it. I'll just give you the website and then you can find the photo of the tablet. It's kind of cool looking. So here we go. Heracleopolitan. Wow, Heracleopolitan King Keti, who wrote a book called Teachings of Menkera sometime between 2070 and 2100 BC, took another approach. In this book of lessons or instructions for his son Menkera, or Menkera, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, it's Merikare. Keti advises him that the true key to interpretation of dreams lies in the fact that the dream means the exact opposite of its symbols. Huh. Fascinating. Actually, it is. Interesting. Therefore, according to Keti, a joyous dream indicated upcoming adversity. Dreams could also serve as windows through which the living could see the activities of the deceased. However, since the dreamer had no control while dreaming, there was a pervading fear that he could be accessible to malicious spirits, opening a disturbing portal to unwanted beings in the afterlife. So that's the end of that. So what do you guys think about I think I want to go outside and further talk more about this now that I've read this on the laptop. Let's see, turn this. There. Let's go on outside. Because it seems like it's calmed down outside a little bit, not as noisy. And I'll give you my viewpoint on what I just read. And you can feel free to put in the comment section below your viewpoint on what I just read as well. I'm going to sit over here on the porch swing. So, okay. That's right here. Or maybe I could put this over here so it'll be easier and I don't have to look to the side all the time. Alright, here we go. Is that good? Can you see me now? Good. Just goofy commercial. But yeah, what do I think about this? I still feel the same. I mean, throughout the ages, people were trying to compare their dreams so that they could relate to each other. If someone had a dream about a cat, then another person would say, hey, I had a dream about a cat. But it was different. It was this. So, even though it may have seemed probably back in those times, it's really sunny. Back in those times, it was probably more, it seemed more, like people cared more about their dreams and what's going on in them because, obviously the time period was different. They didn't have all this crazy shit we have going on right now. I was going to say there probably wasn't as much technology, but that's probably not true because there's a lot of technology that they're finding all over the place that existed far before all the modern stuff we have now, like cell phones and batteries and things of that nature have been dug up by archaeologists and other people that aren't certified and qualified to talk in front of a screen about it. They found these things, these modes of technology, so it's not like they were totally devoid of the technology we have today. I feel like maybe they're more in touch with their dreams because the type of jobs they had weren't as demanding as the jobs we have now. I feel like because 9-to-5 jobs, it makes people not want to really be interested in things like this because a lot of people are mainly focused in on survival. So a lot of times, if you just focus on mainly survival, and then you get into a habit and a pattern of just doing the same things every day and every night, and you take for granted your dream world. You just, oh, whatever, I just dreamed about a scary cat, whatever, it's just a dream. Oh, I just dreamed about a snake choking me, whatever. And then things will happen in your life that'll pertain to the dream and you won't even recognize it. I think that the more that we're able to take some time out and just be by ourselves and really think about the dream that we have, we'll figure out what it means. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like you can't rely on a dream dictionary. You can't rely on somebody else to interpret what's going on in your life because it's mainly you. You're the one that's supplying yourself with these dreams, and your subconscious state is taking in and gathering all this information that it sees all day, and it's formulating together a way of helping you. So I think it's fascinating and interesting and all to do research about these type of things about dreams and the meaning of them, but I don't feel like should look at a dream dictionary and go, oh, okay, that's why I had a dream about a dog because of that. You know, you gotta start feeling more in tune with yourself, and then you'll know why these dreams are happening. I mean, so many people have been. I'm just gonna sit this over here because the sound. That work? Okay. So many people have been like leaving comments in the comment section in these this is not dream interpretation, these dream talk videos that I do. And they'll give me a long elaborate dream and ask me what it means. And I've said over and over again that I only feel like the dreamer really truly knows what their dream means. I don't know you when you give me your dream and all that. All I can do is grasp out of the air what I think may be going on, and based on my own intuition and my I'm an empath, so I'm sensitive, and I can kind of get a grasp of what might be going on with you. But I just want people not to rely on somebody, in order to figure out what their dreams mean, because your dreams, they help you with your life, help you figure out what's going on in this waking world. When you get up and you're walking around, it helps make things a lot more understandable. Your dreams start to make more sense when you actually ask for dreams about specific problems that you have in the waking world. Some people just like whatever, but if you do it on a consistent basis every night before you go to bed, you could just start off by just saying, I'd like to remember my dreams if you have a hard problem with remembering your dreams. Once you get to the point where you start to recall a lot of your dreams, then start writing them down. As you write them down, then you start to learn more about yourself, because your dreams are giving you keys into what's going on in your world that you're ignoring. A lot of people are ignoring a lot of shit that goes on during the day that we just pass off as whatever, because like I said, we're in this mode of constant survival, so we're not really being aware of all the other stuff that's going on around us, that will end up coming up in the dream to remind us, like, hey, look, this is what's going on. Pay attention. And when you start to write your dreams down, you start to see a connection between a lot of things that are happening in the waking world and what's happening in your dream. The dream world just seems like a waste of time for a lot of people, because some people can't handle seeing a bunch of symbols and metaphors and, things that are too abstract for a conservative mind to grasp. And that's why a lot of people that have that conservative viewpoint of the world end up consulting a dream interpreter, or not even caring at all. So yeah, don't get so hung up on dream journals and things like that. You should definitely just tune into yourself. And tuning into yourself doesn't take much. All you gotta do is just find some time during the night where you just relax and meditate. And meditating can take so many different forms. Meditating could be just putting on some music and closing your eyes and really feeling the the energy of the music, soothing you and putting you into a relaxed state. Um, you could also do a more formal meditation where you're closing your eyes and deep breathing in and out, and then you're thinking about what it is you want to dream about. And when you start to do that more on a regular basis, you end up having this paper falling over. You end up having control over your dream world. You have more control over your life, of what's going on in your life, because you start to understand it and know what each symbol means for you personally. If I dream of a tree, I love trees and I love being around them, and they have a really nice energy to them. Some people don't like trees, and that sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Some people don't like trees, so my dream of trees is different than your dream of trees. You know, we have to get to this point in our life where we stop relying completely on everybody for solving every problem we have. And if we start to take control of our dream world, then we start to take control of our lives, for real. Some people just think, oh, I just dream, it's no big deal. And sometimes I don't even remember a lot of times I don't remember my dreams. This is some things that people have told me. Or, what's the big deal about dreams? It's just, you dream and then you wake up and you still got to do the same shit all over again, go to a 9 to 5 job. And, but you look back to the ancients, like I read about Egyptians, and all over the world, not just in Egypt. I might cover all over the world and their viewpoint on dreaming, because the Aborigines of Australia have a really cool way of processing the dreams in your dream world. And that's probably something I'll share next week. If you guys are really interested in that, leave that in the comment section below. Because I have a series of books by this woman named Lynn V. Andrews, and she was trained by different shamanesses all over the world. I mean, different countries. And the Aborigine culture of females, they use the female equivalent to shaman as shamaness. And there's one book that I read by Lynn V. Andrews where she talks about that. She talks about how they have this dream hut that they built. And she went in there, she dreamt of a past life while she was in that dream hut. So it was specifically set up to where it was conducive to her having this type of dream. I think certain herbs might have been burned while she was dreaming too. And I've talked about how mugwort is a good dream, could be a good dream herb. It was okay for me. It didn't really do as much for me as I've read it doing for a lot of people. So you just have to try this out yourself and see if it works for you. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's show about dream interpretation. And I've been trying to tell other people I'm not a dream interpreter. I want you to be your own dream interpreter. I don't mind you guys sharing your dreams with me. Someone emailed me their dream, or not emailed me, they put a dream down in the comment section and told me to email them answers to the dream. If you'd like for me to give my input on your dream, you can go to my PayPal account, which is kdaddytmama@comcast.net. You can donate $1 or more and provide the dream that you have that you want me to give some input on. I don't want to come off as some dream interpreter, because I'm not. I mean, I could get insights on it, but ultimately I think you need to sit down and write this whole dream out, take it sentence by sentence, and see what it means for you. Because I want people to empower themselves and not feel like they have to count on somebody else for this information. So the information is always within you already. You're a lot more powerful than you realize. The energy of that knowledge from your ancestors is inside of you. It's not around you, it's inside of you. So we don't always have to look outside of ourselves to find the answers for these questions about our dreams. It's within. And I think that's the problem, is people don't want to take the time out to sit down and really tune into themselves. Because they don't really, a lot of people don't, I'm not saying this about people that send me dreams, I'm just saying in general, people don't want to spend the time with themselves, but it's valuable and it's important and it's worth it because it's your life. And if it wasn't important, you wouldn't be watching these videos about dream interpretation, buying dream dictionaries, and that on and on. I think maybe dream dictionaries maybe can give you a basic of what could be going on, but not completely an overall. So I hope you guys take that into your mind and think about that and realize that we are our own dream interpreters. It's our life. You just have to tap into your natural abilities. Everybody's psychic. Everybody has these abilities where they can know what their dream's about and really tune in. There's too many fucking distractions everywhere, all over the place. We need to focus in on our life and what's going on inside of it. And that's why the dream world will try to shake you up and wake you up if you're not seeing what, the waking world is showing you. There's a lot of things people don't see during the day because they're so busy and occupied in their mind with all this other stuff. There's a bunch of stuff in their mind. And then they get bombarded by other people's stuff and junk and drama. And then so they're all clogged up and you can't really think straight. You're just in one mode, where work mode, and then come home and then whatever, watch TV. And then go to sleep and start all over again. When you go to sleep, then you'll recall some of your dreams. Sorry about the dogs. But anyway, I'm going to get ready to get on out of here and get some more things done in my day. Get some art to post on my Etsy shop. But yeah, thank you for joining me today for Dream Talk. I hope this helped you guys. If you want me to give you my input on it, like I said, you can go to my PayPal at kdaddytmama@comcast.net and donate $1 or more, and I'll give you my input on it. But there's the thing is that it's my input on it. I am in tune, I'm in tune with the spiritual side of myself. I'm not a religious person. I'm not somebody who goes to church every day and all that kind of stuff. I'm not grooving on the Bible and stuff. That's not me. But if that's what you do, that's what you do. I feel like we need to tap in to ourselves and know these things that we've always known. We just have to remember all these things. And it's hard to remember when you're bombarded by so much distraction. Alrighty guys, thanks for joining me today. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for the likes and shares, and thank you for your kind comments. Leave your comments down below and let me know what you think about what I discussed in today's show on Dream Talk. And I will see you guys next time. Brightest blessings to you all, and I'll see you soon.